Hi all and welcome to my channel. For those that don't know me, I'm Kerry, I'm the redhead reseller. I sell across Vinted and eBay. I also post on YouTube, Instagram and TikTok. I'll leave all the links in the bio so that you can take a look if you'd like to. Last video I posted, I ended on £23,613.85. Since then, we've made a few more sales, we've done a car boot, and I've also made my usual monthly payments as well. So my monthly payments have come out of £730.43, which now takes us down to £22,883.42. So since then, we've made some sales on eBay and some sales on Vinted. eBay's been pretty quiet because I decided to take off all the promotions just to see how it went. Turns out taking off the promotions, I promote at 9%. My eBay is it's dropped, so the promotions are going to have to go back on. We've done a car boot as well, and I also sold an old phone to CEX that was just hanging around. I tried to send it off to one of those Mazuma mobile things. They declined it because I had sun damage, which is fair enough. You know, I hike a lot, so it's bound to happen, but I didn't realise. Obviously, you can't always see sun damage on a phone. So CX were quite happy to take it, even with sun damage, so perfect for me. I've also bought some stock since then as well. So I will go through exactly how much I have sold, what I've sold it for, and how much it cost me. So with Vinted, we'll do first. The first item I sold was this teddy. This droopy Eeyore teddy I got given from the car boot for free. I sold it for £1.50. It's not Disney. If you actually Google a photo of it, it comes up as droopy Eeyore. So it kind of looks like him, but it's not him. So £1.50. It was all profit. Next up is this pull and bear dress. I bought this for me. Even though I've got the red hair, I don't suit the colour red in dresses, so that's lived in a cupboard for maybe 3 or 4 years. Still tags, so I sold it for £4. These boots cost me £3 and I have sold them for £5. This Batman figure cost me 8p, sold it for £2. These Solomon Gore-Tex boots. Solomon is a very, very good make to be picking up. As a hiker, it's one of the most rated in my books. I've been hiking for as long as I can remember. I absolutely love it. I do it every weekend. I'm going to start another channel. It's going to have videos of my hiking stuff. So if you want to, I'll give you the link for that when I actually set it up. But Solomon's a very good make to pick up. Gore-Tex are also very, very good in boots. I personally don't like them in trainers, but according to other resellers, they seem to sell really well in the likes of Hoka's. My Hoka's don't have Gore-Tex. My whole point of having a running trainer is they may well get wet, but they dry quickly. And I did 700 miles on the Camino last year in them, so I know full well Hoka can last. I just don't want Gore-Tex, I want breathable. Different boots, I want Gore-Tex, I want waterproof. So I bought these for £8. I actually wore them a couple of times myself. They were like pristine when I bought them. Kind of gutted now that I wore them. But I wore them a few times in some muddy hikes. And then my partner at the time bought me a new pair of boots that I'd like the look of. So these are now been sold for £32. Not bad. They're not in as good condition as they were when I bought them. But, still profit. I got this lovely top. It's Ralph Lauren. It cost me 50p. It's got a tiny hole in the back. I sold it for £2.50. Buyer is fully aware of the hole and is perfectly happy. I then bought this Berghaus fleece for £2 from the charity shop. Sold it for £6. Berghaus, it's expensive make when you're buying it brand new for yourself for hiking, but it doesn't always sell that great. I've noticed across the platforms, which is really weird because we as hikers wear it a lot. You know, it's one of those sort of mid-price point companies, but it's very good to wear. I love my Berghaus stuff. But yeah, sold that for £6. I then bought this pullover Calvin Klein jumper for 50p and sold it for £5. This Puma jumper was mine, so obviously it cost me whatever it cost me when I bought it brand new a couple of years ago. I sold it for £2.50. I bought these M&S trousers along with a suit jacket. Turns out the suit jacket wasn't actually matching the trousers, so they were free, cost me, sold them for £4. I then bought this dust bag, Balenciaga dust bag, 50p from the car boot. Whether it's real or not, I don't know, but it got sold on Vinted for £1. So I had no biters on it at all, so just get rid of it. That's everything for my Vinted. And then I've got my eBay. So eBay, I have sold this Christian Dior Paris swimsuit. This is the second one I've had, and I've always picked them up from the Bershka car boot for 50p each. This one I have sold for £38. I think I got about nearly 50 quid for the other one. So, you know, they're well worth picking up if you find them very cheap, and they always seem to be really cheap at the car boot. This bundle of games, I bought a big job lot of gaming stuff last year from Bershka car boot. I think I paid like £4 for a box of games. I've already made a hell of a lot of profit over that time, and this is just the last of what was there. So that went onto auction because it hadn't sold on the Buy It Now. Someone bought it for 99p and then paid £6.91 in postage, but the postage actually only cost me £2.69 in the end. So, you know, I was actually up a little bit on that. That means they've all gone now though, which is good because I know nothing about gaming. It was cheap, that's why I bought it, just for me to sort of test the water a little bit. I then sold these sold as a bundle. I sold this purse and these sliders. The sliders are brand new. Altogether, I sold them both for £13, and I bought them originally for £3.50 for the two. So that's not too bad. You know, it got rid of it, and it was just made space for me. They've been hanging around for a little bit. A lot of this, weirdly, is still 2024 stock, the stuff that I've been selling, which surprises me, considering a lot of the 2024 stock hasn't been selling on eBay, hence me putting it on Vinted and hence me taking it to the car boot. And ever since I started putting it on Vinted and taking it to the car boot, all of a sudden my 2024 stock has started selling on eBay. I'm not complaining, at least it goes, but yeah, it's random. I then had this Lady Million inspired perfume that was mine. That has sold for £8, so it didn't cost, well, it obviously cost me something at some point, but they don't smell like what they're meant to per se, I don't think they do. So someone else is happy with it, gets rid of it in my eyes. I then sold this teddy bear. It's Chad Valley. It cost me 50p from the charity shop. All kids stuff in this local charity shop's 50p. So I bought it for 50p and I sold it for £12.75, obviously plus postage, which was great. So that went. I then bought this trio lamp. It's brass and it's vintage. It works fully. Tried it all out and everything else. It only cost me £1 from the charity shop. I ended up selling it for £8. So, you know, that was nice. And then lastly, this morning, I've sold this Happy Nappers play pillow. It looks like a tree, but then when you put it inside out, it turns into a frog. It's really random. It's brand new with tags. It cost me 89p on Vinted because I bought it as part of a bundle when I was buying my nephew's stuff for him. I sold it for £3.60 plus postage. You know, it's not a huge profit, but it brought down my nephew's stuff at the time. So it works out better for me in the long run. That's everything across both platforms. I've got a feeling I haven't added one of these onto here, which is really annoying if I haven't. But I will work out the price, which I've got wrote down, but I think maybe 2 or 3 items I haven't added to this price yet. So what I'll do is I'll go through this price, and then anything that I realise is missing from the list that I've already sold, I'll add it on the next video, just to be a pain. The car boot was all my 2024 stock. Went to Real Car Boot. I was in Wales for the weekend with friends, paddleboarding and hiking and wild swimming and stuff. So I decided to do a car boot in the morning while I was waiting for them to all turn up. I made £85 in profit at the car boot. That was after my pitch fee, 85 quid. That went straight into the pot and got rid of a load of old stock for me. My plan was to do another car boot this weekend at Berska and try and get rid of the rest of the stock before it goes to a job lot. Turns out we're due weather warnings, we're due thunderstorms, so that's put a hold on my car boot, which is really annoying. We've had great weather all week, but now on Friday, the sun's still shining behind me, but we're due thunderstorms later on for the whole weekend. I ain't doing a car boot. I then went and took my phone to see it, because my old phone, it was just hanging around here. I got £88.40 for that, so that's gone on to the debt as well. And then I bought some stock as well, so I bought £10.21 in stock. What did I buy? I think I bought bubble wrap and some other bits, and then I ran out of envelopes. So then I've now bought some more envelopes for £2.72. They're on the way as well. I get my envelopes from when I say envelopes, I mean the plastic bags. I get them from Temu. They're just cheap and cheerful, and they do the job, and they get everything there safe and secure. I also, the odd time, buy boxes from there, but my dad is a plumber and bathroom fitter. So kitchen and bathroom fitter, plumber, electrician, everything else. Because he runs his own business, he gets all the stock delivered to his house. So he has a hell of a lot of boxes coming from the likes of Amazon and everything else. Saves all the boxes, I make reuse of them. I'd rather reuse boxes than be buying brand new ones. 1, it saves me money, and 2, it's better for the environment. Make use of what you can. So that's everything for my eBay and Vinted at the moment. I will knock off anything that I've paid towards my debt and any earnings I've got. I'll also add the price of anything extra I've not mentioned here. I'll add it to there because I've spoke about it in this video. So you'll see the extra price that I've earned, and then I'll also take it off the total. And I will see you on the next video. Please like, subscribe and comment. Come and join me on my other platforms. I am brand new to all this video stuff, so I will get there slowly. Please bear with me in the meantime. Until I see you again, have a good day, guys. Bye.